Is this thing on? Are we live? Go get the tea. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I'm excited to have this moment to speak with you all. Um, hey Shay or Tay, hey JT, hey, how are y'all? Let me see. Can I put the comments up here? Yes, I can. I sure can. Oh, let's do this. There we go. Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I know I haven't had a lot of Talking Tea episodes, which is crazy because I wanted to do some amazing things with Talking Tea, and maybe I will in the future. But I wanted to take just a few moments of your day to kind of discuss what's going on with your girl, why I am stepping away from Team ATD, um, how long I'll be gone, all that good stuff. Um, and so if you see me looking off to the side, it's because I have notes because I wanted to make sure that I stay on point. I also am going to acknowledge a few people, podcasters, content creators, and people who are not either of those things. Hence why this is called my final acknowledgement. Um, some of you may know, but May 9th is going to be my final stream with Team ATD. And that just happens to be Backlash, which I'm excited and yet nervous about because as we saw on Monday, Jacob then lost his damn mind and is challenging the tribal chief. We'll see how all that plays out. But today is not about wrestling. Today is about something else. Sorry, cleaning my camera. As you can see from the little banner here, what you value may not always be valuable for you. So I will start off with my message for today. I want to share 3 quick messages with you that are not related to wrestling, like I said, but it's important for me to share with you all as I begin to make my exit from content creation, podcasting, however you want to say it. I am going to be speaking, yes, about my faith. Yes, about my faith in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So if that's not for you, I get it. I understand. But I would ask that you would stay to hear what I have to say, as I am praying that it'll be a catalyst for change for people, maybe open some people's eyes to some of the things they're dealing with. And maybe it'll bring about a true relationship and an amazing change to your life. So, to give a little bit of context of things, as you guys know, I've been with ATD for over a year now. Love it. I love wrestling. I chose the handle name WrestleFaith because I love wrestling and I love my faith, and I wrestle with my faith. And so it just made sense that I would choose that name. I did not display my actual name because there were a lot of things going on. Some people were, I am a survivor of domestic violence and just didn't want to display my name. So, to give a bit of context, I will ask a question, and some of you already know the answer to this, some of you don't. Who am I? what is my real name? Well, like I said, of course, my name's not Wrestle Faith and it's not even Faith. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Erica Monique. I'm a mom of 3, a grandma of 2, a content creator, and more importantly, above all that, I am a ordained and licensed minister. I follow and believe in Christ, and that's just all the things that I am. As I share with you, I went by Wrestle Faith because of what that name kind of meant for me. But I also chose that name because my faith is uberly important to me. And I've found my faith relatable to some of the storylines in wrestling. And if you notice, I went on a 30-day hiatus from everything, locked in while I was gone. I came back, and the last couple of months, things have just been really different. I had to go away on that hiatus to lock in for my family because family's first, mental health is first, physical and spiritual health is first. So, my first message for you all today: never be afraid to walk away from anything, no matter the value it may hold, because even though it has value, it may not be valuable for you. Since I've come back, you may have noticed I took wrestling out of my name handle and just been going by faith. Um, since I came back, everything has been different, and I've been made aware of a lot of things. And I want to share those things with you because I believe it will help someone else who maybe is struggling in silence, which is what I've done for months now. Um, like I said, things were different. I became increasingly annoyed, agitated, and extremely convicted and saddened. I prayed. I asked God, why? Why are these things happening? And I realized I had made a huge mistake. And it was during my time in podcasting. Um, Give me 1 second, mom duties. Yes. It's Miss Head, the math one. Mhm. Sorry, I'm back. In the Bible, Romans 2:24 says, God's name is blasphemed among the Gentiles because of you. In my time of praying, the Lord revealed to me that some of my behaviors while on live streams and things like that, and people knowing that I believed in God, I talked about God openly. I never hid how I believed in God or my faith. Hey, Lena. Um, yeah, during my prayer time, God was like, look, yo, you are not behaving in my image and likeness. And I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy being on live stream, but you still got to represent me. You're my daughter and you're not representing your father very well. And I know that statement, that scripture, God's name is blasphemed among the Gentiles because of you. And if you don't understand that, it's basically saying what I just said. God's name is not being held to the glory that it should because of my behavior. And I know that carries a lot of severity and it seems accusatory, and it is. It's a severe statement. And at first I was like, no, not your girl. I'm always talking about the Lord. I'm always talking about God. But God showed me some things. So I made a mistake in not representing the Lord in the best way. And I have not walked in his image and likeness. No matter where I go, what I'm doing, whether I'm at work, whether it's in my parenting, whether it's in kikiing with y'all, whether it's in anything I do, I need to represent his image and likeness, and I've not done that. And I'm supposed to be doing all these things and giving glory to him. And I haven't done that. And you may think to yourself, girl, you just having fun. You know, it was moments of slips and it's fine. Everything's fine. And like I said, God wants us to have fun. He wants us to enjoy the life that he gives us. And he wants us to have the desires of our hearts, but to also represent him accordingly. He wants people to look at his sons and daughters and be like, that's mine, that's my girl, or that's my dude, you know? And that's just not what I was doing. I was calling myself a believer in Christ, a follower in Christ, but I wasn't showing that. And so, yeah, you may think I'm being too harsh on myself, too judgmental, but I don't have to answer to you. I don't have to answer to anyone but God at the end of the day. So, my second message is be responsible and accountable for everything you do in life and how you do it, because people are always going to be watching you, whether it's people in your family, whether it's kids in your family, maybe it's your grandkids, your niece or nephew. It could be people at work that have heard you speak your values and your beliefs, and you just don't hold up to it. You're not showing that, right? So be responsible and accountable. Being responsible and accountable does not make you weak, but it actually shows your strength. Walk in it no matter what. Own it. Be confident in who you are. Be proud of who you are. You don't have to answer to nobody. Ain't nobody out here paying your bills. Ain't nobody out here helping you parent these kids. And if you got teens like me, I'm praying for you like I'm praying for myself. Ain't nobody out here supporting you, keeping your head up. Ain't nobody out here making sure that you're provided for. Now, you have those people in your life who encourage you, who pray for you, pray with you, who try to give you uplifting words. And that's a beautiful thing. That's called relationship. But that's the same thing with God, relationship. So I carry a motto in my life. And some people, like I said, this talk may not be for them. This talk may not be an interest to them. And I'm sorry that it's not. And they can say whatever they want about me after this day. Because let me tell you what my motto in life is. I see myself as a lioness, okay? And it's taken me years to get there. I'm a lioness, okay? And let me tell you something. Lions and lioness, like me, we don't concern ourselves with the opinions of sheep. So buy your cell phone somewhere else, because no matter what, from this day forward, I have to do what I have to do to represent God in the best way. And you may be thinking, girl, what does all this have to do with you leaving? I have to step away to be responsible and accountable for my actions. I was acting in disobedience. I have sacrificed a lot to chase this dream. And I'm not saying I sacrificed in a good way. I sacrificed a relationship with my daughter who needed me and still does. While I was on live, she would come to me, or before I was going on live, and maybe she needed to talk, or maybe she just needed my attention, and I would brush her off. I have 2 new grandbabies that live with me. I have an oldest daughter who's trying to navigate and understand what life is like to be a new mom and deal with her own challenges. And I was sacrificing all that to make sure that my dream that I wanted, the thing that I valued, was always seen. And if Monty or Leslie or Lauren are in the chat, they would tell you there are a lot of things that I've dealt with that many don't know, but I always showed up for Team ATD. Because when I lock into something, like many of y'all, when I lock in, I'm locked in. Okay. Don't I am locked in. It's about that work. Okay, especially if I have team members who are relying on me to be locked in. So that's why I'm stepping away. I've sacrificed enough. I've ignored enough. And there are a lot of things I need to correct. And you know that saying, pride comes before the fall? That's another reason why I have to step away. I became too prideful. God opened this door for me to join Team ATD. They didn't know me. They didn't know me at all. They just knew a name, no face, when I was coming to their Twitter spaces, and I was just showing up and adding in my points of views about wrestling and about this wonderful family that I do love, the Anawayu Fatu family. And as most of you know, I am Samoan myself, Samoan and Black. And so it was an opportunity for me to support those that represented that side of me. But although all this was value to me, it was not valuable for me. And so I started to get a big head. Some of us do that. Y'all be honest with yourselves. Y'all know y'all be doing things and you be like, ooh, this is an open door. The Lord did this for me, or I don't know how I got here. It's because the Lord opened the door for you. And then we get in there and things start feeling good and looking good. And then you get a big head. And then that P word sets in. What's up, Zach? That P word sets in, pride. And you know what they say about pride? Pride comes before the fall. And I'm talking about negative pride. It's okay to be proud of your accomplishments. But when that pride turns negative and you think you a bigger boss than the boss himself, that's where things go wrong. And that negative pride began to eat me up, y'all. Eat me up like a good steak. And I love a good steak and I will eat it up. And so I stopped thanking God for where I was and where he was taking me. And I started thanking myself. And that's a big no-no. I had sacrificed my connections with my daughters, with my faith. I wasn't praying as much. I wasn't in my word as much. I wasn't doing Bible study. I wasn't doing my dedications in the morning. And all of this is really hard for me to share. I hope y'all know that, because revealing yourself, your true self, and mistakes you made, it's a reality check for your behind. You feel me? I was sacrificing my health. Let's just be real. I was sacrificing all that. And those are the things that are valuable to me. Talking about wrestling, content creation, being on the podcast, being with my team, that was value. But my daughters, my grandchildren, my faith, my life is valuable. And y'all, I'm not about to be up on here ugly crying, okay? Because when I cry, it's ugly. So my third message to you all: whatever you believe in, whatever you feel, you get a thought, you know that it's God telling you, or maybe you don't know it's God telling you, but you get this thought that you shouldn't do something because it's continuing to hurt yourself and those you love. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Be locked in, y'all. Be obedient to your responsibilities and your accountability. Be obedient to the things you say you value and believe in life, and rock those things in front of everybody, everywhere you go. Don't diminish your light. just so you can fit in, or you feel like, well, if I don't do this, or if I don't act this way, or if I don't say this, then they not going to rock with me anymore. That's not the case. If they love you, they going to rock with you. And honestly, being obedient will show you who will rock with you and who was just rocking you, who was just trying to stroke your ego, be a yes man, who was saying that they there for you, but talking about you behind your back. I'm not saying that I've experienced any of that, but I've also experienced all of that. So be obedient. Be obedient to your responsibilities of the things that matter most to you and the people who matter the most to you. Don't make the mistake and trade. I'm telling y'all, don't trade your children, your family members, your faith, your health, your mental health, or your self-worth for anybody or anything. We all love wrestling. We all love talking about it. But how we going to talk about it if we sacrifice our health? Because you ain't going to be here to talk about it. How we going to talk about it if you not there locked in for your children and now your house is in disarray? How we going to watch wrestling and love it if emotionally and mentally we are drained? It ain't worth it, y'all. It ain't worth it. 2 years I dealt with depression, never left my house, didn't let any sunshine in, straight darkness and depression for 2 years. So before anybody talk about, well, she just don't know, it ain't been that bad for her. Oh, honey, it's been that bad. It's been that bad. I wasn't even living at that time. I was just existing. And that's what sacrificing does. It'll push you into a stage of just existing, but not living. So don't trade your children, your family members, your significant other, your husband, your wife. If you interested in somebody, don't trade them. Don't trade your health. Don't trade your mental health. Don't trade your self-worth, your belonging. Don't trade your life. Man up, woman up, be obedient, be accountable, and do what you called to do and keep it pushing. Let whoever falls off fall off. That means they weren't meant to rock with you anyway. And whoever stays with you, let them stay with you, because those are the ones that are meant to help you through your seasons. Everybody else, deuces, right? So for me, I am choosing to seek God first. I'm choosing to seek his kingdom. I'm choosing to get back into ministry. I'm choosing to focus on him, because he said, if I seek him first, if I focus on his kingdom, then he will provide, address, move, replace, restore anything I could ever need or want. And let me tell you this, just because you choose to follow God, just because you choose to follow Jesus, or maybe you are wondering about who is this Jesus that everybody talking about, that don't make you weak, that don't make you stupid, that don't make you insignificant, that don't make you nothing. You know what that makes you? That makes you a real one. That makes you the strongest one. That makes you the best one. I'm telling y'all right now, rare colon cancer. Rare. Normally only found in stage 4 when it's too late. When did they find mine? Stage one. Stage one. Was able to have the surgery, get the treatment that messed up my hair, took a lot of it out, and I'm cured of cancer in 3 months. Don't tell me that there's no God. Don't tell me that he's dead. Don't tell me he ain't doing miracles, because I'm going to tell you, you crazy, your feet stink, and you definitely don't love the Lord. Okay? In a horrible car accident, car slams down on top of the hood of my car, traps me underneath. How do I walk out with not a scratch, able to walk? Bullets, when I was younger, come flying through my neighborhood into our home. Not one hits me. Nobody in my house. Why? Because my grandma kept our house covered in prayer. Some of y'all may not know it, but some of y'all out here being ratchet and trifling, having a good old time, which is fine, because we all have those moments in our life. Me too. But some of y'all don't even know that the prayers of your grandparents or people you may not even know was praying for you is what's keeping your crazy behind alive today. Don't know who that was for? Just sharing it. Be obedient, y'all. Don't sacrifice nothing that's valuable in your life. Don't trade nobody in your life to chase a dream that there's no guarantee is going to be fruitful. It's okay to put in the work. It's okay to lock in and see where something may take you. But if it starts to consume the people in your life, your health, your wealth, your well-being, it's time to cut it. I love Acknowledge the Dynasty. I love ATD with everything in me. But I love my daughters. I love my grandchildren. And I got to get back to loving myself and my faith and return to my Father. And I urge y'all to do the same. And if you have no clue how to do that, hit me up and I will be there with you. I will pray with you. I will help study the Bible with you. It's not worth it to lose everything. It costs more than you could ever imagine. I won't go into deep details, but it could cost the life of your child. And I'll just leave it at that. So that's my messages for y'all today. Number one, never be afraid to walk away from anything, no matter the value, because what you value may not be valuable for you. Number two, if you say that you believe in God, if you say that you follow him, follow in his image and likeness every day, bring glory to him every day. And I guarantee you somebody's going to come up to you one day and be like, yo, how are you happy? And I know all this is going on in your life. And you could say, but God. Well, didn't you just have cancer? But God. Well, didn't you almost die in that car wreck? But God. Well, weren't you abused? But God. But the Lord. But Jesus. Yeah. It is what it is. Be responsible and accountable for everything. Be locked in. Don't worry about who's talking about you, who's going to say something about you. They ain't taking care of you. They ain't taking care of you. Again, lions do not concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. Start living by that. Rock with that. Create your own version of that. I heard it in a song and I haven't let go of it since. I was like, you know what? God dang it. That girl's right. Why am I worried about what anybody gonna say? You can't do nothing to me, because I guarantee you step up to me, you're crawling back. And if you try to pray on my downfall, let me tell you something right now. I roll with heavenly hosts. So you come after me, you ain't even gonna get to reach me. I'm a daughter of the king, god dang it. You can't approach me any kind of way. And you definitely sure ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way. And that's how everybody should be. That's not negative pride. That's just truth. You don't get to talk to me any kind of way. You dang sure ain't gonna talk to my babies any kind of way. I'll claw your eyeballs out and break out your trachea. That's just life, right? We protect the things that we hold value to. Be a boss, man up, woman up, be accountable, be responsible. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Don't worry about what these peasants and sheep are out here talking about you or behind your back, because they ain't doing nothing for you. If you can't bring nothing to my table, I ain't concerned with you. I'm just being real with y'all. It's time, people. It is time. It is time that we do better. It's time that we have better. It's time that we roll better. We look better. This world ain't for us. It was created for us, but the world today is not the world that was created, and it ain't for us. But we still here. So while we here, we need to get it, and get it how you need to live it, not how you're existing in it. So now that I said all that, this is not called the final acknowledgement for no reason. I invited certain people here tonight. That's right, JT, come on. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. And I'm going to say this. Everybody listening to me, or whomever this message may reach, you are far more valuable than silver and gold, far more valuable than any precious gem on this earth. You are loved. I love you. No, I don't have to know you to love you. I love you because my Father in heaven loves you. You are worth it. You are worthy. You are not less than. You are the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. And I need you to walk with that. Own that. Live that. Be that. I don't care what your status is according to the world. I don't care if they say, oh, you low income, be the baddest broad and low income that you could be. And I ain't talking about going out here living above your means. No, 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 no. When I say be the baddest broad and low income, that means start making streams of income for yourself. Whatever that hobby is that you good at, let's say it's you good at crocheting. Get to crocheting some blankets and selling them. Maybe you good at cooking. Let me tell you, I'd rather pay money to get some good cooking from somebody that know what they're doing than these chain restaurants. Boss up. Men, you want to find purpose in your life? There are a lot of little minority little brothers out here that could use a mentor, that could use a big brother. All right? Men, y'all got amazing gifts and talents. Some of that's just laying around the house, Mr. Fix It. Open you a little business where you do small maintenance things. It's time, y'all. It is time. It's time to stop playing with ourselves. We are too good. We are too talented. Stop playing with yourself. Be a boss. Be that woman, be that chick, be that man, be that dude. Be obedient. Leave stuff alone that if it's not valuable for you, if it's costing you a lot of things that you say matter to you. All right, time for the final acknowledgement. Here we go. And I hope everybody that I'm about to mention is here. If not, please pass this along to them. So first and foremost, Team ATD, I see y'all in the chat. I know y'all here. Moneyhausen, Leslie P.S. Hayes, and the Oos Lauren. To you, I say this. For over a year, I have greatly enjoyed being a member of Acknowledge the Dynasty. For over a year, I have greatly enjoyed being a member of the podcast community with y'all and CCN Network. I discovered many things about myself. And Team ATD took a chance on a listener of theirs on one of their Twitter-based watch-alongs who showed up on a regular to show support and enjoy their content. So to you, Lauren, to you, Leslie, and to you, Monty, I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking a chance on a faceless person that you knew nothing about. Thank you for opening your lives to me. Thank you for sharing your hearts with me. Thank you for supporting me in those times that nobody knows about. Thank you for your prayers, your encouraging word. Thank you for sharing the honorary Oos with me. Shout out to you, Trill. I thank you for always looking out for the ladies and myself, for protecting us and making sure that the island is respected. Monty, Lauren, and Leslie, I know greatness is for you. And I thank you for allowing me to sit among you. And there's a scripture in the Bible that speaks to seasons and changing of seasons and shares that for a time such as this. So, ladies, my season has come to an end with ATD. I was sent to do a job, to fulfill a purpose, and to use the gifts and talents God gave me to help as you transition to YouTube. I didn't know it then, but I know it now. And I would like to believe that you have learned from me just as much as I have learned from each of you. So my prayer for ATD is that your bond will never be broken, interrupted, or disconnected. I pray that ATD becomes a place of connection for real wrestling fans and members of the Anawayu Fatu dynasty to feel welcome, to receive respect and support, and have a great time as you share your point of views on wrestling. I pray that y'all get brand deals, and these brand deals will become regular occurrence for y'all, and you have all the success possible. I pray that ATD is welcomed by WWE, TNA, and any other promotion to sit at the head of the table. You see what I did there? And give access. That's my prayer for y'all. The next group, I don't think anyone's here representing them, but share it with them. Humble Roses, Team Humble Roses. Team Humble Roses. A virtual comment, a quick reveal, and a funny altercation sparked an invite that birthed the debut of the YouTube world to meet me. I want to say thank you, Dallas, Nessa, Angel, and Kev, for opening your doors, your kingdom of roses, to someone who only ever saw herself as unimportant, unseen, a weed. But you all treated me and helped me to grow into a vibrant rose and a member of the Rose Gang. Gang, gang. without the invite from the King of Roses, or as I like to call him, Tupu, which is King in Samoan. Thank you to the head rose in charge, La Madrina Nessa. Thank you for your patience and your guidance as I prepared for my first on-screen guest spot. I never would have thought that I would have gained a friend, let alone a sister. I love you, Ness. Angel, thank you for always being sweet and warm and welcoming, for having a kind heart with me. And whenever we were on screen together, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Kev, now Kev, it all started with me and you, Kev. I would have to say that I have much love and respect and appreciation for you, because if not for our little virtual altercation over Jey Uso losing that World Heavyweight Championship, I may have not stood out to where Dallas invited me on the show. So thank you, Kev. Thank you for the funny altercations. Thank you for just being you and being open to my point of view on wrestling and to many other women. And lastly, Dallas, thank you for your encouraging words, for the times you prayed for me, for your guidance as a content creator and being a friend. Thank you for seeing things or something in me that I was not seeing myself. I pray that Humble Roses is a multimedia conglomerate that spans across wrestling, gaming, movies, and entertainment as a whole. And what God has put together, let no man on earth or demon in hell break this team apart. I love y'all. All right, this one, I might cry on this one. Team sports for you. With the real team sports for you, please stand up. The 5-time team sports for you. I've always wanted more siblings in my life, especially brothers. I've always wanted brothers. And I never got them. Never got them brothers. Until I met 2 men. One a OTC and one a main event. And they are known as Trail and John. Thank you for allowing me on your show, for helping grow my confidence, for letting me share my thoughts, and for being 2 of the realest men I know. You are more than friends. You are Ainga. You are family. You are my brothers now and forever. JoJo and Nessa, as I said before, I've always wanted more siblings, but I never thought a sisterhood would pop up out of this content creation and podcasting. And a sisterhood is a beautiful thing. And with that, we became known as the Chaos Collective. We have become very close, JoJo and Nessa. We have created a supportive and loving sisterhood between the 3 of us. Something that I never expected to find outside of my own biological sister, whom I love more than anything. And shout out to the diva herself. Shout out to my sister, Nikki. Hey, Kiara. I'm glad you're here, Kiara. You next. Don't leave. JoJo, you are a refreshing Caribbean breeze, girl. You tell me truth, hard truth. You show love and support. Thank you for sharing your life with me and those beautiful children of yours who will forever be my nieces and nephews. For team sports for you, this is my prayer for y'all. I pray that Sports for You Wrestling and Sports for You become a top-rated sports show, a wrestling media powerhouse that is equal to or greater than shows on ESPN. And I'm just crazy enough to believe in my prayer that God will open the door for you to become a member of the ESPN broadcast. That's my prayer for y'all. CCN, Where you at? JT, where you at? JT, thank you for checking in on me at my times when I was down and out and offering to be a support to me. You led CCN along with Dallas and Kiara and others. And this is my prayer for CCN. I pray growth with benefits. You see what I did there? I'm so good with this. Growth with benefits for CCN. That is not just a network, but a thriving community that can offer its members a chance for content growth and financial revenue, because CCM will have more than it could ever ask or think. I pray that all the desires in your heart, JT, that you have for the vision of CCN be done decent and in order according to God's leading and provisioning, and that you nor your household or anyone connected to CCM would ever function in lack, but that God will always provide. I pray CCM becomes a platform of learning and experiences for new podcasters lost in the journey who will pay to receive education through CCN. And not just for that, but for connections, growth, and support as a member of CCN. All right. Kiara and Tanisha, the main event mamas. Thank you for making me feel like a main event mama. And thank you for standing up and representing so that other women in this wrestling community feel like main event mamas too. You both are amazing women. And I pray that Main Event Mamas becomes a household name where young girls and women of color see an amazing representation of two women who look like them, that embody professionalism, fun, and being unapologetically them. Thank you for raising the bar. And in my opinion, for other minority content creator women in the wrestling community, you have set the bar high, and I appreciate that. To all other CCM members, I may not have connected with you personally, but I also thank you for your prayers and support and encouragement along my journey. JB, Society and Pop Culture 101. Anybody else that I'm forgetting? Because y'all, look, let's be real. Perimenopause is a BI, and your girl be forgetting. Okay. But I want to say you are greatly appreciated, and I have a prayer for you too. I pray that you all receive above your desires and expectations for your content creation, for your podcast, for your businesses. I pray your creative juices never run dry, ever, and that your minds expand beyond its reaches, and that you are seen, heard, and financially supported by brands, promotions, superstar appearances, and viewership. Next, Zero. I hope you still in the chat. One of the coolest British dudes I know outside of SM. Shout out to you, SM. Zero, thank you for also welcoming me and allowing me, alongside Leslie and Monty, to be a guest on your show, for talking wrestling and sharing your insight as a real fan and keeping me laughing on the regular. Thank you, Zero. I thank you for providing a safe platform for us women to be able to share our points of view and being respectful to us. That does not happen in this wrestling community, and y'all know that to be true. So, Zero, I have a prayer for you too. I pray, even though you may be faceless, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I pray that your name will be known to millions, and that you will continue to build content creation pathways for millions that are fruitful and multiplying for your brand and those participating. I pray that out of that becomes everlasting provision for you and your family. Thank you for always being kind. Now to the crew of the island, as I like to call them. TJ, Lena, Sharice, Tay, SM, Dalton, Ariel. And if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. Like I said, perimenopause, you be forgetting some stuff, okay? To all of you, you all have made my time with ATD extremely enjoyable. Thank you for supporting Team ATD weekly and for allowing me to share my thoughts, my humor, and my crash outs with you. I want to say this. If I've ever offended, if I've ever spoke to you out of character or made you feel disregarded or disrespected, I would like to ask for your forgiveness, as that was never my intent. I ask that you please continue to support and take care of my girls, Leslie, Monty, and Lauren, as they go forward in being relevant on the island, week in and week out. Keep out the haters and the trolls, and warmly welcome newcomers as they join the podcast to learn about this Samoan wrestling dynasty and learn more about Monty, Leslie, and Lauren. I have a prayer for all of y'all too. I pray great health, generational wealth, and open doors of opportunity and growth, and that the desires of your heart that is aligned with your values and your beliefs be given to you to accomplish the goals that are connected to each of your lives. To people that have watched the show, to the people on Twitter, thank you for joining us and supporting us and supporting me. I see you too. You may not have ever dropped a comment, but I pray all those things for you and your household as well. Mimi, thank you for always checking in on me, for sharing things with me, for keeping me laughing and motivating me to get back in connection with the techie that I am. I forgot about my love for tech, but through knowing you, I've picked up that love again. Stevie Davis, you part of the crew too. I just saw you pop in. That's why I said that. Mimi, you are an amazing content creator, girl. Your Mimi morning show to me is just as good, if not better, than some of these other mainstream morning shows. I loved being able to tap in to the Mimi morning show. So here's my prayer for you, Mimi. I pray that the Mimi morning show will be just as popular as The View and as shows like it. I pray prosperity and doors of open opportunity for you. I pray that tech companies would see the greatness that is in you and that you show them that you are and always Mimi on top, especially when it comes to tech and creation. Because guess what, Mimi? That's your brutality. You see what I did there? You see what I did there for you, Mimi? Okay. Lastly, I want to end with my swan song. And this is to some of the wrestlers. There's going to be some more because I didn't list everybody, but here we go. Triple H. Hey, Trips. I've said a lot about you, Triple H, and so I'm going to apologize because I want to leave this episode feeling good, feeling light, okay? So, Triple H, these are some of the things I said to you, and I'm sorry for. I called you a long-nosed, saggy-breasted, lipstick, butt-kissing, creatively untalented hack. I said that when the title came off, Jay, I said that I wanted your balls to retreat up in their carriage and for you to have explosive diarrhea from both ends while kissing your wife. I said that you should have a migraine for 20 years and that all your food would be unseasoned and gray. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Goonie, Gunther, Walter, however you want to call it. Okay. I said after you body Jimmy and you made Jay watch that you should never be able to enjoy sex because your wife would be dry as the Sahara. Yeah. And because your genitals, and it would cause your genitals to spontaneously combust from the rubbing. I said that you have funky feet, false teeth, and your breath smelled like 20 cans of bounced booty. I said that I hoped you would have a burning and intense itching sensation deep in your booty that could never be stopped or satisfied in no way possible. I'm sorry. I was mad at you. I'm sorry. Okay. Unseen 17, John Cena, you can get this work too. Look, John, I done said a lot. I said after you called yourself embarrassing Roman during the promo back in 2017, okay? I said that I hoped your jorts give you a yeast infection that produced 37 and a half pounds of sourdough and pumpernickel bread. I said that you were a 5-move chocolate chip wannabe hack. I said that I hope your New Balances would not support the arch of your feet or your ashy pale ass ankles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Xavier Woods and Kofi. I don't know if I'm fully sorry. Cause y'all just keep coming for my boys. Y'all just keep coming for the Usos. And I don't know if I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna say it because, like I said, I want to leave here unburdened. Xavier Woods and Kofi. I said after y'all turned your backs on Big E, that you look like confused gothic male brides that had been abused by Rick James and James Brown because cocaine is a hell of a drug. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Goldberg. I said when you came back making a 30-year-old world heavyweight championship rematch request, I said that your bones was made of dry wall dust, wood shavings, Elmer glue sticks, and tears. I said that your jackhammer was not capable of hammering a pig's co-cheese into pork. I said that you should forever have huge discolored areolas and stiff, sharp nipples that cut open every shirt you own. I said that you were garbage truck juice because you were not worthy of being the garbage. I'm sorry, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Brock Lesnar. I said when you F5 the twins so hard that one of their chains broke and flew off, that I wanted you to get, this is bad, y'all. I said that I wanted you to get a dysfunctional camel toe that the highest paid specialist in the world would never be able to fix. And if you know he's a man, so the only way for him to get camel toe would be, I'll let your imaginations figure it out. I said that you would forever be known to me as the Minnesota Moose Knuckle. I said that even if you want it, Even if you wanted to, no one would ever be able to take that bull's penis that you said was a sword off your chest. I'm sorry. My bad. You retired. You did right by Oba. I took that as an apology for Kofi, The Rock, and several others. I'm sorry. Lastly, for today, because there will be more on May 9th. I got a couple more at the end of Backlash I need to give apologies to, but this is going to be the last one for today because this done took a lot out of me, okay? Paul Heyman. Paul, when you was with the tribal chief, I rocked with you through and through. Oh, you was my guy. You was the wise man. I was here for you. I wanted nothing but the best for you. But brother, let me tell you, when you turned on the tribal chief at WrestleMania 41, oh, I said some things, Mr. Heyman, and I'm apologizing for them now. So the word of God that I believe in says to confess. So let me confess what I said about you, and then I'm going to apologize. I said, when you put your porky fingers on the tribal chief's precious family jewels at WrestleMania 41, because like y'all know, he was down there. He was down there for a minute up in the tribal chief's genitalia. Y'all know he was rubbing that thing back and forth. Don't act like you didn't see it. I said that you were the inspiration for Danny DeVito's penguin character in Batman Returns. Y'all remember what that penguin character looked like? I said that the only reason you was between Roman's legs for that long at WrestleMania 41 is because it has been several years since your own penis, since you seen it, maybe even touched it, and you wanted to know what a real penis felt like. I said that you are the walking representation. Excuse me, let me take that back. The walking representing embodiment of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory character, Augustus Gloop, after he was rescued from the chocolate, covered in chocolate, looking like a piece of shite. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm still mad at you. Still upset with you, Paul. But I'm sorry, I should have never said them things. You are a Hall of Famer. You are the greatest manager in wrestling history. I don't give a damn what they say about Bobby the Brain Heenan. May he rest in peace. I don't care about nobody else. You are it. And I should have never said them things about you. But you know you was wrong, Paul. And I know the tribal chief, slapped you in your face a couple times. He Superman punched you, but he did it because he thought you broke his heart. And kind of you deserved it, Paul. You deserved it, okay? But you was down there in the tribal chief's genitalia for a little bit too long for me at WrestleMania 41. So I said what I said. And now I apologize. I confessed and I apologize. All right, y'all. That's it. That's my message for today. That's my final acknowledgement. What you value may not be valuable for you. Boss up, woman up, man up. If you identify as anything else, maybe you identify as a squirrel up. Maybe you identify as a 800 credit score, credit up. Maybe you identify as she, he, and them. All up then. At that point, whatever it is, boss up, man up. Chase your dream, but don't let your dream cost you everything. If you have faith, walk in the image and likeness of God as you do your content creation, as you do your podcasting, as you walk through life. Don't concern yourself with what peasants talk about. Remember, lions and lionesses do not concern themselves with the opinion of sheep. Who care? Let them baa all they want. We don't care. We don't care. We thank you that we live rent free in your mind, but we ain't even considering you in ours. So, if anybody's got any, if you think you a sandwich up. If you think you a cat, kitty up, meow, whatever you think you are. But other than that, I love y'all. And I just want better for everybody. It don't matter what you've done in life. You have forgiveness waiting on you. You ain't got to be picture perfect. You ain't got to be cleaned up. You ain't got to be nothing. You could be your broken, cracked, disheveled, depressed, anxious, scared, unknowing, doubtful self. And God is always there with the door open. And like I said, if you not cluck up, y'all, I'm trying to do my clothes out and y'all talking about I'm a whole chicken. I'm so done with y'all. Hey up. Yup. Hey up. I wore a whole rubber chicken outfit at WrestleMania. Hey up. But y'all, on a serious note, I love y'all. I love everybody. To all the Twitter, 77 of y'all on Twitter, to everyone here in the chat. If you want to know more about the Lord, maybe you do know about the Lord, but you want to reconnect. Maybe you want to find a church in your area. You don't know how to go about that. Maybe you want to ask questions about the Bible. Maybe you're curious. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up. Send me a DM. I got time for you. Maybe you just want prayer. Send me a prayer request. I love to pray. Maybe you just need an encouraging word. I'll encourage you. I sure will. And whatever we share is confidential. Unless anybody got questions. And if you do, ask your questions. I'm an open book. So shout out to Trail and Monty and Mimi and Leslie. I saw Lauren in here earlier. John, what up, Big Goose? That's my love me some John. Trail, I just need to know why you was talking about avocado spread. I'm not sure. Shout out to Tay. Shout out to Dalton. Shout out. I don't want to mess your name up, so I'll just put it on the screen. Thank you for coming. And yes, I know it's insane, but I had to get it off my chest so I could walk away free and clear. Okay? TJ, shout out to you, the warden of the island of the gulags. Love you 100 grand. Shout out to Zero. Even though SM ain't here, shout out to SM. Stevie Davis, love you. Lena, you are an amazing author. I love you. I love you for sharing your journey with breast cancer. Thank you for doing that, because I know there's women out there that need to know. Maybe they're going through it and they don't know how to get through it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trail, what about the avocado? Wait a minute. Now, Trail. I ain't gonna point that out. JT Marks with Mike. Shout out to you, Kiara and Tanisha. Shout out to y'all. I truly love y'all. I really do. And I hope y'all feel that. I hope I have displayed that to y'all. Jojo Nessa, you know what it is. And you know what we about. Monty, Lauren Leslie. Y'all know. I ain't even got to say it. You already know. You already know. Yeah, I ain't got to Cody yet. You right. I am saving Codisha for after backlash. Yes, I am. He hurt right now, so I didn't want to kick a man while he was down. I should just say it the way I wanted to say it. I didn't want to cook the dude. Y'all seen what he looked like on Monday. Looked like he had two. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say because I'm supposed to be representing the Lord. Look, he looked bad, is what I'm saying. JC's on there. Yes. Trail JC. I got something for her too. I sure do. Yes, I do. Yep. All the Pat McAfee haters and the Cody crybabies. I got something real good for y'all. I got something real good for y'all. Yes, I do. So join me in my last few streams with ATD. We on every Monday and just about every Friday. Okay. You can find us at ATD Pod 23. Monty, put it in the chat if I said it wrong, please. Somebody from ATD. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, my memory. I got to give me some ginkgo and some sleep. Okay, I got too many jobs. I'm working 3 jobs right now. I got all these children in my house. Y'all pray for me just like I'm praying for y'all. I need it. Nessa, you missed all the good stuff I said about you, boo, but I'm sure you're going to rewatch it. You know you my sister. La Madrina. There it is. ATD. I'm going to put it right here. You can follow us on YouTube. I'm going to give you a chance. Go on and scan that QR code and sign up so you don't miss any of our content, because I guarantee you up until May 9th, it's about to be something, because Roman's back, y'all. Romante is back in the building, and he said all that part-time crap. Prepare to be sick of him, which we will never be sick of him, because he's what? He's our tribal chief. Just throwing up the one right there. And y'all leave Jay alone. I've been seeing. So what? He with Jada, and mind your business. Go find you a Jada. Maybe that's wrong. What's wrong with you? You ain't been out there in no good coaches. Go out there and find you a Jada. Find you a Jay. Find you a Jimmy. Find you a Naomi. Find you something other than finding your mouth. Because that mouth and that keyboard gonna get you hemmed up one day. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. And stop going to these wrestling events, following these wrestlers. One of y'all gonna catch a Samoan Spike, a super kick, a GTS, somebody. Booker T said one of you nasty buggers was out here videoing him while he was on the toilet. Y'all nasty. You nasty. Now Booker come out there and give you that scissor kick, and then he do a spinaroonie on your ass. What then? What you gonna say then? Nothing. Nothing. 0, yes, 0. The 2 goats, we do acknowledge El Grande Americano as well as Tongaloa. Okay? Y'all, be nice to each other, love on each other, deal with each other. Walk in realness. You ain't got to be fake to be supported. You ain't got to be fake to be accepted. Be you. It's the year of our Lord, 2026. Stop hiding from people and be the real you. And if the real you is ugly, if the real you is 20 cans of bounced ass smelling, if the real you is athletic foot funkiness, then let's talk, because we want to fix all that. We don't want you out here like that. We want better for you. Okay? But be the real you. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you for sitting through my message. I know when I talk about God, or when anybody talks about God and faith, it's not for everybody. But I'm glad that you guys stayed. Shout out to the 92 now in Twitter. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, I apologize to all the superstars I mentioned, especially you, Paul Heyman. I said I was sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I feel better now. I can go through the rest of my day with happiness. Okay, hit your girl up. I'm on Twitter. Okay, just search up Wrestle Faith. You'll find me. I'm on Instagram, daughter of the king _EMP. That's me. Okay. Come join Acknowledge the Dynasty on Mondays and Fridays. Every PLE. Be with us on May 9th for Backlash. It will be my last live stream. We're going to have a ball, y'all. We're going to have a ball. We're going to cut up and we're going to rock this thing right. Be real. Be real to yourself. Be real to those that you love. It's time to stop playing. Be responsible. Be accountable. Obedience is better than sacrifice, y'all. Stop sacrificing. Stop sacrificing what's for you and be obedient to what's for you. I love y'all. Not rock out with your hey-hey's out. See, this is why I love Mimi. This is why I love Mimi. Anyway, I gotta go. I need to eat. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Deuces, ooses.